Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying to make one of the viral patchwork reworked hoodies. A few of my friends have been sending me these over the last few months and asking if I can make one, so I thought now's the perfect time. And I was actually watching an Instagram live last night and another reworker had made some of these and they were selling for like £400. I couldn't believe it was crazy. So yeah, I thought now's the perfect time to try it. I've actually got 4 hoodies that have been sitting in my wardrobe for a while that I feel like are perfect for this project. The first hoodie that I've got is this grey Nike hoodie. It's got a white embroidered swoosh on the front and the sleeves are like a little bit tatty, so I feel like it's sort of perfect for this project. Because obviously for my first attempt, I don't want to be like cutting up really decent hoodies. So I'm only going to be using anything that's got like defects, stains or holes or anything. I'm not that silly, don't worry. So that's the first hoodie. The second hoodie, I actually bought this from Tilt. If you've not heard of Tilt, it's an app and it's like an online auction where loads of like independent sellers or clothing shops can like auction off clothing. And I found a seller on there, I think they're called Bygone Clothing. They're amazing. I bought a bundle from them and included was this Nike hoodie. Obviously it's got a stain at the front, but it was £1, like £1, and it's like this beautiful mint green color as well, and I feel like that's super rare. So yeah, definitely recommend if you're looking for bargains like this kind of like sporty vintage kind of clothes, or even like women's and kids clothes as well, definitely download the app Tilt. The third hoodie that I've got is this North Face hoodie. Now this came from my friend Margarita, well, actually from her husband. So I don't know if he knows that I've got this, but he was getting rid of it. So obviously I snatched it up. This is like the most colourful piece out of all of them. So I think I'm going to use this as like a bit of a statement piece throughout the designs. What's really helpful is all these hoodies are actually a size large or extra large. So I'm hoping that's going to make my life a little bit easier when attaching them together. And the final hoodie that I've got is this Urban Outfitters EX Franz. Is that how you say it? Can somebody tell me how you pronounce this brand? Because I just never know. So it's this white hoodie that I got from a local shop near me called KSN. They sell stock from Urban Outfitters and things. And this was £5 from them. And I have been wearing this, but again, it's like accumulated marks over the years and it's just not something I wear because it's way too big for me. So I feel like it's perfect for this project. So those are the 4 hoodies that I'm going to be using. Now, because I've not done this before, I'm not just going to go ahead and start cutting them up because I feel like that would be absolutely crazy. And I don't want to just waste 4 hoodies. I know they've got marks and stuff, but it seems like an absolute waste. So what I think I'm going to do is take a picture of these 4, go onto my laptop and on Photoshop, sort of cut them out and manipulate them to give me sort of like a pattern cutting guide for how I'm going to do these. So let me go grab my laptop and we can start designing. So the first thing that I'm doing is importing my phone photos of each jumper, and thankfully to Photoshop's new AI features, they have a background removal tool, so that's just going to save me a lot of time. So I've decided to pair the North Face dark green jumper with the pale green Nike jumper because I think the 2 greens will look really nice together. And I'm just sort of erasing parts of each to cut out, if that makes sense, and then I'm making a screenshot to do a mock-up, and then I'm inverting what I've done for the other way around. So these are the 4 mock-up designs that I've got, but as you will see later in the process, spoiler alert, I don't actually stick to these, so I can't be trusted. So the first thing that I'm doing is just basically destroying the jumpers. I'm cutting them to pieces. I painstakingly unpicked the cuffs and the hood from the jumpers, and then it was just taking far too long, so I decided just to go in with the scissors and cut them off instead because you're not going to be able to tell. So once I'd got everything cut out, I went to my sewing machine and I started attaching everything together. I was just using a straight stitch and then I went over the edges with my overlocker to make it look all nice and neat. So I have attached the hood, the cuffs and the side pieces, and I'm just going to turn it round and see what it looks like so far. I am a little bit scared, I can't lie, because I did have to cut a bit of length off the arms and I did break a needle in the process, so it's going well. Oh, it's looking good. Remind me never to reattach a hood or cuffs again, because that was just an absolute nightmare, and I hope it looks good so that it was actually worth it. Right, are you ready for the first reveal? Oh, look what I've done. The label's on the outside. Have I attached the hood inside out? No, how have I managed that? I don't know how I've managed that, but I'm gonna have to like unclip. Sorry, that is just so funny. And then the side bits and the cuffs. Do you know what? It's actually looking so good. I'm gonna have to like cut some length off the side here, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about the pocket on the front. You're gonna be losing that bit there. If I do cut it shorter, the front pocket is gonna be like that length. So it's still like a good length. I might just do that and have it more as like a cropped hoodie. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Right, I'm gonna go attach the light green cuff to the bottom of this, and I'll be back. Okay, so grand reveal. I have just attached the waistband cuff, apart from my obvious massive mess up at the back. I don't even know honestly how that happened, but whoopsie. Do you know what? I actually don't think that looks too bad, that length. And the pocket doesn't look too bad either. I think it looks so good, to be honest. What I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna go around the outside and top stitch everything, just because I think it'll make it look a bit more professional and a bit more finished. So I will be back once I've done that with the grand reveal. So now I'm gonna move on to jumper number 2, and I'm gonna do one of the white and grey designs. I think for the other green jumper, I actually might scrap that idea, and I might make like a puffer bag or something instead. I know, a bit random, but I don't know if I can cope with sewing another hood to the jumper, and I just think it could be a bit of a waste. And I have got that massive stain on the front of the mint green jumper, so I think I might make something else instead. I've been eyeing up these puffer bags, so I might try and give one of those a go. So let me know in the comments if you want me to make one of those, and I'll do it for another video. But for now, I am going to make a start on the white and grey jumpers. Do you know what? From the start, I thought that this was going to be the best jumper, but as I'm sewing this, I'm realising that it's actually way harder than it looks, and I'm not sure if it's because of how I've cut out the pattern and it's so thin on the shoulder, but I found it so hard to pin it without it unpopping on the other side, if that makes any sense. So I had to sort of stretch the grey fabric to be the same width as the white fabric, and as you'll see in a minute, I kind of had this like bunched up bit of fabric and it's not laying flat on the hoodie, so I feel like it's kind of ruined. But yeah, sad times, but it happens. Okay, so it's now the next day, and this looks so much better in daylight. I can't get over it. Like when it's a nice sunny day out, I just think, oh, it looks so good. And I wasn't like sure about it at first. I thought like, oh, maybe this is going to be the worst one. But do you know what? This is actually my favourite. I think the greens look so nice together, and the fit of combining these both together is slightly cropped, which is just so nice. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving this one, and I couldn't resist putting it on because I just think you can get sort of a proper feel for what it looks like when you try it on as well. So, and the Nike hoodie. Now, I'm not sure if I ruined it or if it's salvageable, but this is what I've got. So I started with the grey patch and it looks good, but it had that weird like bunching. So I thought, oh, I'll add this green spot, and I feel like I've just absolutely ruined it. So I feel like this one might be a bit of a fail, to be honest. The back looks really cool. Because I was stretching the fabric as I was sewing it on the front, it's made it all bunched up, but on the back it looks really cool. So I know that it will definitely work. So when I've got some more hoodies, I'm definitely going to try some more. But yeah, it's a shame because it was such a cool idea, but basically I just need to find more hoodies and sweatshirts. So if anybody knows anywhere that I can get some branded hoodies or sweatshirts for cheap, let me know. I've been shopping on like Vinted, Tilt, and I have bought bales and bundles in the past, but they've never been like that cool pieces, and I don't really care about what brand it is or what make it is, but as long as it's like got a cool design or something, or it's nice colours. So my final thoughts are, absolutely love this one, which has taken me by surprise, and this one is a little bit of a fail, but I'm not going to waste the material. I'm going to cut it up, and I think I might add it to my puffer bag making video. So if you want to see me make that, leave a comment down below and I will record the process. I definitely am going to be making more of these, so make sure you follow me on Instagram to see what ones I've got. And if anybody wants me to make them one of these, if I can get any more hoodies and sweatshirts, then I'll definitely do like a little drop with some of these in as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching again, and I hope you enjoyed this video.